folks, it's absolutely brass monkeys today. It was a -2 degrees when I come on, so the good news is Bob's just dropped a load of horse manure off there, so I've got to ring him up and thank him. I've just been in the community room to see the water's not frozen in there. It was starting to freeze, but it's unfrozen, so people can still get water for the kettles and for the chickens and the ducks and what have you. But I think I've got an horrible feeling that all the taps now are all fully frozen, so I'm gonna have to go around and check them all. So I can start by looking at that one there. That's okay. There's a couple more around this corner. Well, in fact there's 3 before I get to my plot. As you can see, it's that ain't snow, that is frost, and we're talking nearly 11:45 in the morning, so it's nearly dinner time. That one's okay, that tap's fine there. The tap down there, I put some plastic over the pipe to stop it from bursting, and yeah, that looks okay there. That's fine. There's one more just here. I've got to go up the top and check them ones up the top up there first, but before I do that, I'm just going to go and sort Buttercup out. Here's another one just here, and that's fine. All the ones that I've repaired over the years are all fine. It's just the ones what I haven't touched where you get the bursts, unfortunately. And there's one up the top up there which I'm worried about, and there's a couple more around the other side, so I will be checking on them. I'm just hoping Buttercup's it was very cold last night, but if she's got any common sense, she would have gone into, oh, here she is, she's fine. So let's get out the car. I've got a water bottle here for her. Put this in the bed, and she's meowing. It's always a good sign. I'm here. Look at that frost on that greenhouse. Hi, baby. Oh wow, are you cold? I bet you are. I didn't put the lock on this last night. I just left it sort of the lock off it. I just stick the lock there for now. Right, what I'm going to do, oh, she's still got food in there, so she's not that hungry. Let's put this in here for now. Right, I'm putting it in there. But you got food here, baby. I know. Let's sop it up for you. Want some of these? Ooh. Yeah. Lots of them. They're alright. Give me a mix of these. There's some perfect fit, they're called them. So I've been trying her with them. She's not all that keen with them. These are the things what she really loves. And she's acquired a taste for these whiskers things. So now 4 of them in there as well. Oops. Nice, she's got plenty of food. Right, she's taken care of. Now what I'm going to go and do now, I've got to go and check these water pipes and make sure they're okay. So I'll leave her. Well, I've got to come back. Look at that. I'll get some water for her. But yeah, it's wow. Can't even break that bucket. That water, you can see how it must be 30 milli of ice there. Well, we'll have a look at the plot in a bit, but what I'm going to do quickly, well, it won't be quickly, but oh, bloody hell, about 3 blackbirds in the tree there. That's good sign. Quite happy about that. See a few birds, not seen many of them. So there's a pipe here. Ooh. Ooh, look at that, it's blowing black water out of it. That's a good sign. Water's coming out. That's always, for some reason, always you have to run it for about 2 minutes, because I think somewhere along here the pipe is actually sucking in dirt, and that's what happens. It happens all the time, that dirt in the water, but we can't see where there's any bursts. It's probably a deep down burst somewhere, which is contained by all the clay. I don't know, but there's no burst there. That's good news. People still haven't took the apples off the tree, although Damon did say if anyone wants any, help themselves. This is food parcels. They do a lot for the community. Supply food to people who can't afford no one can afford it at the moment. I just got an electric bill for nearly 500 quid just for the quarter. Absolute joke. I've not even got the gas bill yet. God knows what that is. Yeah, we got horse manure there in this bay as well. Still waiting on wood chip. Look at the frost. This is what I want to have a look at. Yeah, it's fine. That's good news. That's one. Brisk walk this morning. Buttercup, like I say, if she's got any sense, she'll stay in the greenhouse. The good thing about this, about when it freezes over, if you walk around and you see which plots are free from frost, really they're the best plots. Anything what casts shadows will create a frost behind it. I think there's 2 more taps to check. Actually there's 3. There's one there, that's fine. Just there. These are old stand pipes, they burst. They're a nightmare to even contemplate trying to fix. Yeah, this time of year the sun doesn't get much higher than where it is now, and it drops down over here, whereas in summer the sun drops down over here. So shorter days, less of the sun. Just another standpipe just up here, just round this corner. Make sure that's okay. That's what I've got to do. Yeah, that one's fine. Just got one more down here. I can see Graham talking to Paul and Ian. Redoing this. This is the old chicken pen. We're ripping it all out and we're starting again. This is the one I want to have a look at. This is Mike. He's got one here and that one's fine too. So as I can see, all the water pipes are all okay, no bursts. So trouble is, it's when it all when the frost melts, that's when you tend to get the burst, but at the moment we're okay. Well, I'm going to get me chicken water feeders, and I'm going to run that water for a bit and get some water from there, and top my feeders up, and then we're good to go. I'll take you on a tour of the plot later. Oh, I can see lots of little long-tailed tits on the feeders there, that's a good sign. And Buttercup meowing. She's scared the buggers away. There's a little cold tit there, a couple of cold tits. Is there? Let me see what we can see here. I can see a great tit, cold tit. In fact, I can see quite a lot of stop whining. He's going to scare the birds away, Buttercup. Shh. He's going to scare the birds away. So I'm looking at some great tits, some blue tits, and there's some cold tits there on the feeders. And over there I can hear some long-tailed tits, which is great. But on the feeder at the moment it's just one. I can just see one great tit. I can hear a blackbird chirping there as well. Right, anyway, I'm going to go and sort the chickens out, so I'll see you in a bit, guys. Hi guys, well, welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, as you saw as we come round, it's a winter wonderland. Stop whining, Buttercup. She wants to get up, and the way she can't sit on my knee. But she'll try and figure a way out. I'll show you. Stop whining. She's fine. You probably saw her in the start of the video where we're driving round. She comes to greet me every morning. We've got food there and everything in. We've sorted all the water out in the greenhouse for her. Food. However, we continued. Had a bit of a walk round, just checking all the taps. So I thought I'd take you around the plot just to show you what we have to check each year. No, them a nail sticking in my knee. She's trying to get a grip to lift herself up. Little bugger. Yeah, the sun's a bit of a problem at the moment. It's right in my face, so I'm stuck here with the sun behind the camera. Makes good sense. Yeah, this week I've not been able to do anything at all on the plot, really. I thought we'd take you on a tour around the plot, but before we do that, I've been changing the water in the chickens, and well, we'll have a quick look at the chickens. And I brought them some croutons for them to munch on, the little treats. Again, we've had to break the ice off out of the water feeders. It was that cold last night. It was got down to -4, -5, and glycerin doesn't work in them temperatures, unfortunately. And anyway, we ended up redoing the water. So I've got a couple of clips here to show you the chickens and show you what Buttercup gets up to when I'm doing the water feeders. Well, I'm trying to fill the water butts here for the chickens, but Buttercup has different ideas. Now I just filled that. Now I've got to empty it out, and I've got to fill it up again. So what's she like, guys? She's got a lovely winter coat on her now. She's all fattened up, so you know she's good for the winter. But she's stopping me from doing what I want to do. Obviously, I won't mind. She's got her own water in the greenhouse, what she can drink. But no, she wants to drink out of this water, but just typical. She's sat on one which is full and she's drinking out the other one. I shouldn't have stuck them so close. Oh, she's had enough. Have you had enough? Well, try to figure out the best way to jump down. Right, I'm going to fill the water bottles up again. That one anyway. She like. Right, anyway, I'll be back in a bit, guys. Come get these sorted, get them into the chicken pen. Oh, I just threw some croutons in there for my girls. As you can see, they got water, more water. That's 3/4 full. So I think we got happy chickens. Right, I'm going to leave them to it. So as you saw, the water's all been sorted out now. I was checking in the community room to see the water was okay, and then it's unfrozen. All the taps are fine. I have got concerns about one at the top. Now I haven't worked on that one yet, and I've got a suspicion that'll be the next one to burst. I've basically repaired all the taps around the allotment over the last few years, but we won't know what's going to happen until everything starts to thaw out. That's when you get the leaks. But at the moment we're good to go. Can still draw water from the taps. Normally we would turn the water off, but because there's people with birds on here, chickens and what have you, I try to leave them on as much as I can through the winter. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is take on a tour, walk around the plot and show you what the plot looks like underneath the frost. Well guys, that is solid, that water, but I say clear skies at the moment. A couple of jackdaws up there on the feeder box, on the nest boxes. Not seen them for a while. Coming down onto the plot, you can see it's absolutely frozen solid. Buttercup's in the greenhouse there. Well, now she's seen me outside here, so she'll probably follow me out. She's just having a breakfast. Everything's frozen out here. Water butts are frozen. I was going to put a load of spring bulbs into this bed, but I can't do it. It's frozen solid. The good news is we've cleared all the plots, tidied them all up now, all the beds. There's a few fallen leaves still need to be scraped up, but that's neither near nor there. We did finally finish that bed over there last week. But this bed, this was where I was going to put hundreds of tulips and daffodils, so it looks like I can't do that at the moment. The fuchsias have been hit with the frost. Again, all the pansies, and they've all frozen. They'll probably come back. These are poppies, which you might think are weeds, but they're not, the poppies. This is tuck and hammering, so I'm going to take the tops off these. The leaves will be falling off these shortly. If you give that a shake, probably most of the leaves would fall off anyway. And this is the rosemary. It's amazing how much of a battering this can actually get. I've got to prune this rose. Again, I'm just waiting for the leaves. All these are spring bulbs coming up in these planters. I need to get all the leaves from underneath the trees because we've got all the snowdrops underneath there. I can see underneath there, I can see robins coming to the feeders. There's cold tits, there's blue tits. It's not as bad as I thought it was actually for the birds. There's quite a lot of birds on the feeders, which is great. You've always, this time of year now, you cannot stop putting food in the feeders for the birds. If you're going to start it, you've got to follow it all the way through to spring. And if you can't do that, then don't put food there at all, because it's not fair on the birds. But yeah, we've got cold tits, blue tits, great tits. We've got goldfinches coming to the feeders. There's robins. Again, there was a few jackdaws there. There's lots of birds, and like I said, they come to where the food is, so you've got to make sure you got it going in. Everything's closed down, like I say, the weather's took an hammer in here. Once it starts to thaw out in the week, we'll come in with the rake and we'll clear all the leaves out, and it'll look absolutely fantastic. This is what happens this time of year. My plot is basically shut down on the front. The greenhouses have got a few things in them, but I'm not going to open them at the moment because it's too cold. I do need to take these nets off here because of the garlic. All the garlic's poking through, but I can't do it now because there's actually a few that's poked through, and if I try to take the net off, it'll break the tops off the garlic, so that's a be a stupid move to do, so I'm just to leave it until the frost melts. Again, we've got to sort this out here. These are not needing taking right back in the pots. This is lemon balm. We've got in all these pots here, I don't know if you can see them, these are spring bulbs coming up in all the pots. Looks like something's walked across the bed there. This is all elephant garlic in here. You can't really see it, but if you look just there, you can see them coming through. Again, I don't want to lift the nets up. There, my girls. In fine feckle. The water's frozen. I'll change I'll clear that ice out of there in a moment. Again, this digitalis foxglove, it's all died back. Cabbages have took a bit of an hammer in here. They will recover, hopefully. But like I say, we just have to, this time of year, this gives it some protection. As you see how it's all if I step on that now, it's all the frost has actually expanded the wood chip. So if I was walk on that now, my feet would leave imprints. But we've got to walk down here somehow, so I'll walk down the sides. Oh dear God. I do need to put new wood chip down here. It's just getting hold of it. This tree's shed all its leaves now. We got the most of the leaves bagged up. There's a few there I'll clear up shortly. This bed will be a bed that I'm going to be working on over the winter months. I've got the wood there to finish this bed off. I'm going to build a big cage here on this one. We're going to go, well, it's here now, but we're going to go about yay high. And we're going to basically build a frame like that one over there, so we can put bigger brassicas in there, like Brussels sprouts and stuff. These beds, well, that's got celeriac in and that's doing okay. You can see the celeriac's fine in there. The other end's a load of onions, red and white onions. In this bed we've got lots of onions, but like I say, they're all protected underneath this debris netting. We need to get the blower and blow all the leaves off this, tidy it up, get underneath here with the rake all these leaves out, because all the snowdrops are starting to come up, poking through, and I want to make sure it's all clear for them. Kill her. What are you doing, Buttercup? Get away from me, bloody me rhubarb. This is my rhubarb bed. Again, a lot of leaves are falling in off these trees. There's a few apples left on. What I will be doing in the winter months, taking these back, I'm going to cut them really low. They're too high. I'm going to cut them down to about 2 metres. They're at about 3.5 metres at the moment. It's just too high. There's a limit to how tall you should have trees on an allotment. So yeah, they're going to get an haircut. That one I get a bit of a trim as well. That's my Golden Delicious. This bed, like I say, we cleared it up. We've got a load of sedum in here. That's starting to come through now. But all along these borders, you're going to start seeing tulips. In these beds, you're going to see tulips in all along the outsides of the beds, around the rhubarb, in the planters. We tidied this bed up the other day. It was a nightmare. Look at her there. She's got cold feet. She still wants to be with me. Pudding she is. But again, we still need to do a tiny bit of work on these currant bushes. Basically, any branches what cross each other, we want to cut them out, and we want to clear the centre of the currant, so in the summer months, these like air can circulate around it, and you get better fruit as well. So that's another job I need to do. All these planters are, like I say, we cleared all this, and like I said, the tree's still shedding leaves. And you know, the leaves are still on the trees, and it's middle of December. But if you look in the buckets and in these planters here, you start to move this back off here, you can see the spring bulbs coming up. So it's just a matter of just taking the leaves, putting them into a bag. In these planters here, you can see all the spring bulbs. These are raspberries, by the way. I've got some more raspberries to go in here. Again, these are all spring. We went in with a saw. Remember when I went in with a saw to cut all the irises back? Well, what you're starting to see are irises coming back now. That's the back of the greenhouse where Buttercup basically sleeps. But yeah, there's a little, well, that was a great tip that I just seen then. I have noticed the birds starting to come to the feeders, which is great. They do make a mess there, and they do create, when the seeds hit the floor, they germinate. So I've got to, every 5 minutes, tidying it up. But I think what I will do is put a load of compost into this bed. I've got a lot of compost in the composting bin, so I will be spreading it into here. And I've got a load of strawberries in the front greenhouse, which we'll be putting back out here shortly. But yeah, as soon as them leaves have finally fallen off, we'll come in with a saw and we'll give these all a cutting. This one is a peach tree. We've got a few, that one there's a pear. There's a lot of apples, bramleys, there's Cox's pippin, and there's a few others. These are gooseberry bushes, but they're grafted onto tree stock, so we need to tidy them as well. We've got more currants over there. These are black currants. Over there are gooseberries. So at the moment everything's dormant. There's not much you can do. However, we can go in the greenhouses and start doing a bit of work in there. Anyway, that's a tour of the plot. That's what it's looking like at the moment. And let's get back in here. I'm going to get my flask. Look at her there. Yeah, it's cold, isn't it? Come on, get in here. That's another job I need to do. Trim in front of my plot. What I need to get out of here is my flask. See that plastic bag on the floor there? What I do, I fill it with hot water in the morning, and when you got frost on your windows, you get the bag and you wipe it up and down, and it clears all the frost out of it. I might demonstrate that in another video, how to do it. But yeah, look at that. It's about 2 inches thick, that. Right, anyway, get in here, it's warmer. I think it got down to, like I say, 18 degrees last night. No, 19 degrees. See what it is now. It won't be much hotter, warmer. 39. At least you can get a drink of water. Anyway, let's set the camera up in here and I'll be right back. I'll just test this out. Oh yeah, nice and toasty. This one. Oh yeah, again nice and toasty. We keep these, bring the water bottles down to keep these from getting damp, these beds for Buttercup. I would like to get a little heater in here. I've yet to find a small enough heater that I can just stick in the corner, just to take the edge off the cold for her. Not that she needs it. There you big fat. Look at her. She's got a lovely winter coat on her now. And she's a big fat pudding. You are. You're a big fat pudding, aren't you? Right, give me a sec, guys, and we'll set the camera up. Thought we'd have a sneak look in this greenhouse, see what's going on. This is kale, some spring onions there. They're rosemary, some onions there, red onions there. That bubble wrap come in handy for something. But this is the back greenhouse, and here's a few. We'll take them leaves off there, these dead ones. I bet we could plant them out. These are Savoy, now to come of them I suppose, but I forget what that thing is there, but I've had it for a long time. Anyway, just quick look in here, show you what's happening in here. It's not much. I will be coming in and tidying and cleaning all this lot out shortly, doing all my pots, cleaning them all out. Christmas potatoes have lost they've all died back now, so we'll dig these out and we'll have a look at these later on at, well, Christmas Eve I think. So here we are in the front greenhouse. This is the only one what the water doesn't freeze in, as you can see. Well, it has frozen today, but not in that one. We've got more of these rosemary, but what we've got in this bucket, here's the kicker, guys. We've got a full bucket of plants to plant out. I actually bought a few more, and well, then it froze the next day, so we're in trouble here. But we're going to be coming in here shortly and clearing all this, tidying it all up. Load of canes there. I need to do something about that. Although in there it doesn't get to, what is it, about 60 degrees in here. But that is me daily that comes up every year. I grow it, I leave it in the greenhouse. It's only like a decorative thing. It grows about 1.5 meters high and it's lovely. But yeah, we always leave it in here for, so I don't know, I've never planted it out, but as you can see, I might put a bit of muck over the top of it, or put a bit of polystyrene, something there, just to stop it from dying. But yeah, my strawberries are in here, and but I'm not going to water them. They don't need water. The soil's damp. I will start taking the dead leaves off them. There's not many on them actually, and this I in fact, look, okay, it's the 10th of December today, and I've got flowers on my strawberries. There you go, flowers on my strawberries. 10th of December here in Salford. You can't make that one up. Even strawberries on that bugger there. Ah, crazy. We might have some strawberries for Christmas Day. I'm a bit worried about them too. They're me oh, what do you call it? I can't think what they call now. Damson trees. We took a couple of cuttings. They've drooped over. They might pull through, but they don't look too clever at the moment. We'll see. But yeah, who could have believed it? Christmas, have Christmas strawberries. Just joking. We won't be eating none of them. But yeah, there is. And there they are. There's the flowers. There's strawberries. Someone might be right about global warming, but on a good side, at least we're getting fruit at Christmas. So as you can see, the frost has really hit the place. It's freezing, absolute freezing today. However, it's not too bad in this greenhouse. The temperature in the greenhouse is 60 degrees. Last night it got down to 27 degrees. Yep, so it's not that bad. Buttercup, like I say, she's come through the wind, doing really well actually. As you saw there, all the cabbages and what have you took a bit of a knock back, and the onions, but they will come back. And yeah, the chickens are doing well. There's a few leaves still left to pick up on the plot. I've got to clear around the pond, but again, that's a job in the winter months. I'm going to start cleaning my greenhouses shortly, getting them all prepared for spring. And yeah, we've still got them Christmas buds to do. So yeah, at the moment everything's onky-dory. I've got a grip of just about everything. I'm going to be doing a bit of pruning as well. That's another job to do, but not today. I say I'm going to knock it on the head. I've spent a good hour and a half breaking ice, cleaning the chickens out, making sure they're well. I really desperately need some wood chip to do the floor there and to do all my paths. When it arrives, we'll get that job done. We've just got another 2 loads of horse manure, and as fast as it's coming at the moment, it's disappearing. People are just wheelbarrowing it the whole lot away in a day. Last 2 weeks, I think we've had 5 loads of the stuff. They just go through it so quickly in the winter months. Throwing it on what they do, they throw it on the beds and then dig it in around about February, and then they grow into it. So anyway, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I say, Buttercup is sat sunbathing in the sun. She's actually on the chair just behind the camera at the moment. I'll swing the camera around to show you where she is, and then we'll get out of here. So that's it. It's a short one this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I say, there's not much happening at the moment, but there will be, because we've got a load of spring bulbs to put in. I still haven't done them. I've got hundreds of other different little jobs that I'm working on at the moment. Anyway, turn the camera around, show you where she is. I'm sure you're interested to know. Swing the camera around, and there she is, sunbathing in the sun. You probably can see the water bottle in her bed here. And that's nice and toasty. I stick it in the other one. So that's all nice and toasty for her. I just like to take the cold off her bed, take the dampness out of there, and yeah, no, what's she like? Anyway, see you later, guys.